Ego death. What shall I do? Now I'm going to try and answer this here. And difficult this is because we're all different after all. Now, when any ego death occurs, the host, which is us, feels lost and a sense of inner turmoil can come to you. You enter a difficult time in your life and you're at a loss as to exactly what to do next. Truth is that the first ego death hits hard. You have never done this before. It's understandable. This is new and unfamiliar territory to you. But this is also real progress. And the more that you strip away another layer of self and then another layer and suffer ego death after ego death, yes, there are many ego deaths to be experienced on this path. It becomes easier each time. Now, the hardest ego death is when the final layer is stripped away, and this results in no self. There are no more layers to be stripped away. There's only the void. There's only an empty shell. So what do? Now, in this, I'm going to use hats as a means of demonstration. Each time we suffer an ego death, we're stripping away one layer of self and we are discarding this. We've left this concept of self behind. We know that it's not us. We know that it's not real. We now have a problem in how do we interact with our world. We're lost. Well, the simple thing is, the only thing that you can do is to pick this discarded ego back up, put it back on and wear it like a mask. These are like skins. Now, after many years of practice, when you strip away layer after layer after layer after layer until the final layer, the final vestiges of self exist, and then eventually this comes away and you are left with nothing. You are left with no self. There's no more layers. You've reached the void. There's an empty shell. So what do? And the answer is, we put all of these back on. Each time you suffer an ego death, do not throw it away. It's a useful tool that we have at our disposal. We have all of these. This is how the awakened self operates. I'm trying to use this as a metaphor. Now, for all different situations, circumstances, social interactions with different groups of people at different times, all we do is reach into our supply of skins. This occasion warrants that I put on this mask and I act out in this skin, in this concept of ego. Then the situation is finished. I then become no self again. The next interaction that I have, it might call for this skin to be put on. Another situation entirely might require that I use this skin, put this skin on. I wear this skin as a mask to be able to interact with my external world. Because when you reach a state of no self, you have to integrate yourself. You're going to need to be able to interact with your external world. The opportunity you could go and live in complete solitude. You could go and become a hermit. You can go and live in a monastery. But for most of us, we are going to be still in normal human society. And the answer is just pick up the discarded egos and put them back on at will. keep all of them. Keep all of these layers in reserve, because these layers, although you've discarded them all in here and in here, and you've realized these are all false elements of self, they are still useful little tools to have at your disposal, which you can use to interact with your external world. And this is all we can do upon ego death. When you strip away a layer, pick that layer back up and put it back on, everyone else will be fooled by the mask that you are wearing. Nobody will notice. It doesn't matter. If this applies to you and you're going through a hard time right now and you don't know what to do, try this, because this worked for me.